that it's too soon to forget you. It's too late to be free. Can't you see? What's good, you guys? You know who this is. It is Poetic Old Soul, and I was a little iffy about uploading this video, and I was going to entitle it Tech Rant, The Tech Rant, Part 2. But you know what? Fuck it. This is raw and real. I speak my mind, I say how I feel, and sometimes I do care about people's feelings, and sometimes I just don't. Well, I do. But when it comes down to my mother, God rest her soul. But when it comes down to my mother, though, oh, I'm cutting dry. I, man, man, don't fuck me, Tony. Don't you ever try to fuck me. No, don't. When it comes to my mother, okay, if you say anything against my mother, if if you were lucky to even meet my mother, show some respect. And the few that did meet my mother many years back had the opportunity to show them who they are the first time. But I have repressed something that has really bothered me, but yet I stuffed it. And I wish I would have released it sooner, but I didn't. And it's because I have made a promise to my mother when she was still alive back in 2011 that I will never mention this to the person who was being rude to my mom. Yeah. And you probably are thinking, who is this person? Why is this video called Tech Rant Part 2, spoken word, poetry, whatever the hell the title is going to be? Well, it's like this. One of the reasons, I know you guys are like, okay, she's about to roast somebody, she's about to be raw and real, or blah, 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 whatever. It's like this. I am so anti-smartphone. I love I love the idea that it's your cell phone and your computer, and it's, handheld, and it's multifunctional, all wrapped into one. It's MP3 player, the whole 9 yards. I like the idea of that. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. However, y'all already know from the Tech Rant, the first one, and how I went in on that. But there is a underlining reason why I don't like smartphones. Y'all already know I like to keep it basic. I like to keep it simple. I ain't trying to have a mini computer in my hand and have problems and then it dies and then all that bullshit. No. There's an underlining reason why I don't like smartphones. And this video and this poem that I'm about to read is one of the reasons why. It took me a while to figure that out. It's like this subconscious thing, how you dislike a certain thing or a certain person or certain people or whatever, and you write them off, but yet there's this underlying reason why, and you didn't know, or that you did know why, and it took me a while to figure it out, and I'm like, see, that's why I don't like smartphones. I think it was like this triggering thing. I don't know. But y'all about to hear this poem, and I'm going to read it, and I don't give a fuck if the person who watches this, that gave me this right here, will watch it and then be like, oh, I already sent him the fucking email to him, the poem and everything, and you know what? I don't care. I'm going to really just let it out. I need to let this out, because it really hurt my heart, and I repressed it, and I have to break this promise to my mom. And if it's gonna be in form of poetry, then so be it. So with that being said, here's this poem that I'm about to read. And this is raw and real, so no editing. I'm just gonna go straight to it. It's called "The Very Last Friend Who Has Ever Met My Mother." All right, and this is my first time reading this to you guys, so bear with me. The very last friend who has ever met my mother was a friend who didn't realize his rudeness in the face of my own mother. Right in front of her, he did something that I didn't even notice, but wished I did. In my own mother's house, he used his touchscreen phone, his smartphone. My mom told me to never tell him how rude he was, and I made a promise to her that he will never know how hurt you really were. I'm sorry, Mom. She brought it to my attention over one of our conversations and said, "Tiff, your friend, the one who you brought over to my house, he was using his cell phone. Did he not like me?" Let me pause real quick. When my mom asked that question to me on the phone, and it sounded, the way that she said it in that tone, when she said, "Did he not like me?" She sounded so sad. Like, she sounded so sad when she said that on the phone, and I was so mad. I was just, oh my God. I was so angry, and then I remembered when he was on his cell phone looking down right in front of my mother, and I completely did not realize that he was doing that. I don't know if it's because he got comfortable. I don't know. But when my mom mentioned that, this was my reaction. Livid, angry, and want to cuss that locked nigga out. My own mother had to calm me down. Again, she never wanted me to tell him about his rudeness towards her. Never would I ever thought that 5 months later, my own mother wouldn't be here. And again, that friend was the very last friend who has ever, and I repeat, ever met my mother. What a fucked up lasting impression. It's no wonder I never liked smartphones. Impersonal and rude to have your head down and face plastered on your fucking phone. Look up and be respectful. And that's that piece. This is a lesson to everybody who has a fucking smartphone. Don't ever look down in front of your family, friends, or your friend's mother, especially your friend's mother. Show some fucking respect. Show some respect to people around you. People are so hell-bent with their fucking high-tech smartphone devices, and they're always looking down like a fucking zombie, and don't look up and look at the fucking sky and the fucking all around you. People taking everything around them for granted. Taking everything else for granted. People are being rude. Nobody knows how to be personal anymore. We have all these devices and gadgets and shit like that is so convenient for us, for the world today, for all of us. And it's cool, but sometimes people need to take a step back and just be like, wow, okay, let me look around, let me not look at my phone when I'm around somebody, or when I'm on a date, or when I'm around family, or whatever. Don't do that shit. That's fucking rude and disrespectful. Don't do that. If you're watching this, who knew '06? How dare you? How fucking dare you? I swear, people are just really, fucking just fucked up. It is. It's fucked up. And for that, Fuck you. And I'm out, you guys. Poetic Old Soul signing out. That is my rant in the tech world. A poetic old soul. Okay? And you wonder why I continue to use flip phones. Because it's fucking convenient. To each his own. I'm out, y'all. Peace. One last thing. Mom, I know you're looking above and you're like, oh shit, Tiff, why did you do that? Mom, I had to. I had to release that anger. I had to release that resentment. I had to release that repression that I felt. Okay? I cannot believe I would give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Okay? After what they did to you and hurt you. That breaks my heart. You know, when it comes to mothers, when it comes to my mom, I don't fucking play. And I need to put my foot down with this shit. If somebody, now that my mom's not here on this earth, if somebody says something against my mom or whatever the case may be, they're out. So, and I should have cut that nigga loose a lot sooner, Mom. So, I know you're like, you gotta do what you gotta do, Tiff. Yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, that gift, I won't be wearing that ever again. So, new year. Like you said, Mom, you know, it's a new year. And I know you guys are looking at me crazy, but you know what? Y'all are watching my channel. Y'all know what's in store, and another video is coming up. I'm out, you guys. I'm out. Peace.